From Bellevue, Tennessee, on the campus of Nashville Christian in growing and gracious Bellevue, this is Coach Mike McPherson, along with Coach John Pierce, bringing you the broadcast of Nashville Christian, hosting the Goodpasture Cougars, along with our producer, the great Andrew Atkins. Coach John Pierce, our first time to work together in the booth, and I feel like you're probably honored.
Well, it's a real blessing for you, Coach Mike, for me to be here. I can tell you that. It's going to be an experience for you like you will not ever forget.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you and Coach Kobe filling in last week. And we've got an interesting situation. This is the first time in our history we have played two football games in the same week. We had the rain out last Friday, and so we played Grace Monday and had no trouble with them. And so we're hosting Goodpasture. Coach, give us a quick rundown of Goodpasture. They have not had a lot of success on the scoreboard, but all the coaches have told me these guys keep playing hard.
Yeah, and I talked to a couple of our guys today and a couple of coaches, and they said that, don't be fooled by their record. They play in a really difficult league, and they're not gonna lay down tonight. We're gonna have to actually, play really hard and get after them. And so, they're 0-6. They've lost a couple of heartbreakers. They lost by a point to JP2 a couple weeks ago, but I think they're a lot better than their record.
Okay, we're going to our prayer on the field.
We are grateful for each school and the part they play in their communities to spread your word and to teach young people what it means to live in your service. We pray that you would be with those who compete on the field tonight, that they would do so to the best of their abilities and be free from injuries. We pray that you would be with all of us in attendance, that we would conduct ourselves as you would have us to do so. Lord, we're grateful. We pray that you would help us to live each day in your service. Bring us home safely tonight. And most of all, Father, we're grateful for Jesus, for his death on the cross. In his name we pray. Amen.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
A stirring rendition of our national anthem, and we're just about ready for the Eagles to storm onto the field. Coach, give us a synopsis of Goodpasture's season so far.
Their record is 0-6. Most recently they got beat by CPA last week, 14-49. The week before that, they lost a heartbreaker to Pope Prep, to JP2, 26-27. They lost to FRA the week before that, 8-55, to Jackson Christian, 14-42, to Silverdale, 21-40, and to Evangelical out of Memphis, 17-35. So
and our Eagles?
Our Eagles are coming into tonight with a 4-1 record. Impressive wins over Davidson Academy, 33-17. They beat Innovation Academy 69-0. They lost a heartbreaker to BGA 28-35. They beat Mount Juliet Christian 58-0, and then on Monday night they beat Grace Christian 49-3.
So we've only had one test, and that was a great game down at BGA, and it was a one-possession game and literally went down to the last play. And ladies and gentlemen, wherever you are around the world, it's football time in Bellevue.
I think the guys are going to be ready to play tonight. I know that they're coming off a game Monday, so their bodies may be tired, but I think they're really going to be ready to go.
Goodpasture has en masse to the right, ready to run on, and we're ready to give you the broadcast. And for those of you who may be traveling, we know fall break has begun. So Coach is going to try to give it more of a radio type sound so people won't be trying to look at their phones while driving. So we'll probably talk a little bit more than you like to hear if you're watching it either now or later. And Mr. Andrew Atkins likes to give us an update of how many people are viewing. And how many so far, Mr. Andrew, have we got? 24? 27, okay. So most of the people apparently are here. So that'll usually...
it is a huge crowd tonight.
We do have a good crowd. Goodpasture has stuffed their small stadium seats on the far side. They have a small cheering section ready, and they have nothing to lose in this game, Coach, and so they'll be going all out, I'm sure.
They will be, and I think they, according to the boys today, they played really, really hard. So it's going to be a game that we're going to have to be ready for.
Nashville Christian massing back to the 30-yard line, getting ready to kick off. And Goodpasture comes onto their field in their white jerseys, their blue pants and blue helmets. Nashville Christian in all navy with the Auburn orange trim.
Please don't say the word Auburn on air.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I don't guess we can say Tennessee too often, can we? All right. So kicking for Nashville Christian is going to be number 36, Braden Griffin.
Yeah.
And we'll be going on defense first. Griffin approaches, and here's the kick. Sidewinds it down to the right. Picked up there at the 15 to the 20. Making his way to the middle of the field. Breaks one tackle, breaks another, gets outside. He's got room, spins away, and is finally wrestled to the ground at about the 42-yard line. Coach, did you see who may have hit him first over there?
I couldn't see, but I did see Braden Griffin sort of made him move, and then there was a flock of Eagles that got him down.
Defensively, our ends will be Vasily Santaz, a senior, and Colt McCleary, number 8, the juniors. Santaz, the 67 tackles. Skylar Drury, Kenny Harris. And we'll have various guys at the linebacker spot. Looks like Landon Travis is in there. He'll be in there with R.J. Perkins. We'll set the rest of them later. Goodpasture. 2 wideouts to either side. Quarterback is going to fake and go off left tackle. He's going to be hit right there. And that's Chase Angel. And he is hit by the right side of that defensive line with Vasily and Kenny Harris over there. So no huddle. Angel gets his guys ready. Number 5 is in the backfield with him. That's Dawkins. Out here, number 28 is picking up for Nashville Christian, Chris White, one of the corners. Now we got 3 wideouts on this side. Back to pass. Looking, does an out pattern. It is complete. Up to the 45, up to the 50. He's upended by number 12 there, Lawson Andrews. But not before, Coach, he picks up a first down.
Lawson came streaming across the field for that tackle. Great pursuit.
But not before. Dawkins carries it for 11 yards up to the 50 and a first down for Goodpasture. So, Coach, they haven't come out squeamish at all and not intimidated so far by the Eagles.
They're coming out slinging, and there's no one in the backfield this time. The quarterback's by himself, so it's like they're going to continue moving.
5 wideouts again. Back to pass. Now he's going to quarterback sneak. And he's got running straight up the middle. 40, 35, 30. Finally tripped up at the 26-yard line by White. Coming over from the corner spot. Coach, 2 consecutive first downs. They have pounded the ball down to the 26. It's first down on the initial drive for the Cougars. And if we thought they came in here feeling like they don't have a chance, we have just found out they are here to play.
It certainly feels like a punch-you-in-the-mouth kind of drive. The Cougars have come out ready to play for sure.
Dawkins behind quarterback Angel. He'll hand to him right side. Good running room, 20. Jitters down to the 16-yard line. He's going to be close to a first. He got at least 9. He's hit and met by Andrews from the free safety spot. They're going to spot him first down yardage, and they're going to have to move that chain. Maybe just a couple. Yeah, okay, they are going to move it.
Had a couple of guys with a shot at him and just couldn't bring him down. It was a good run.
Boy, Goodpasture has come out firing here. 2 consecutive first downs. I guess that's 3 consecutive first downs. Is that right?
They're just marching right down the field right now.
9:44 and ticking. Angel gets the play. Dawkins back there behind him. The gun, and they're going to give to him left side. He cuts against the grain nicely. 20, 15, 10, and tripped up really on his own and got to the 5-yard line. Andrews again, and coach, it's not good when your safeties are leading the tackling.
No, Lawson is the only one who's made a tackle so far, and he's safety.
Goodpasture already deep into Eagle territory. The Cougars have marched it to the 6. It's first down and goal. See if we can dig in right here. And quarterback keeps it up the middle. Not much, but he still lunges forward, coach, down to about the 3. R.J. Perkins from the linebacker spot knocks him down.
R.J. coming off a huge game Monday night. Spent most of his time in the backfield of Grace Christian. Hopefully he can repeat that tonight.
The ball looks to be on the 4. Because we're on a high school press box, it's hard to get great angles. The scoreboard says it's on the 3. It looks more like the 4. Quarterback Angel, he's just going to keep it and go right. He's got running room, and he pushes it right to the goal line. Perkins again, and they're going to nose it right up to the goal line. 3rd down, and so far Angel has made the perfect decisions. Chase Angel has led his team down to the 1. Goodpasture knocking at the door in the first quarter.
They certainly look confident.
The Eagles backed up. 8:09 to go. Dawkins back there. He'll get it up the middle.
Great
He
play.
did not get in. He's met by Vasily Sanchez, the hockey man.
Great play by Vasily coming from the end.
So it's going to be a loss, and that's going to push it to 4th down and 2.
It's like they're going.
Decision time. Goodpasture not even thinking about kicking here. Their crowd really impressed across the way. Now the National Christian crowd comes to life. 4th down and 2. Will this drive be for naught, or will they get the early lead? 7:29 to go. 10 seconds on the play clock. Angel sets back down. It's getting down to 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. They got it off, and he is going to sneak forward. Did he fall into the end zone?
I think he got in.
Did he fall in?
He did.
He gets in for 6, touchdown. And Angel with a 2-yard sneak gets Goodpasture on the board at 7:14 of the first quarter. Coach John Pierce, pretty good drive.
Tell you what, they came out to play, and the quarterback looks, he's a good runner, and he made a couple of nice throws.
Excellent job by Angel taking his team down with he and Dawkins, I believe, were the only 2 that touched the ball. Is that correct? Except,
Yeah. They
the
threw it to
pass, the
Dawkins.
wide out.
Yeah. Quick.
So they go into a little lonesome polecat here over on the left side. That's what we called it in the youth league. It's back in the 60s.
Never heard that. I wish I had still never heard that.
So they're going to now be in for the point after, and the kicker is Jacqui, I think.
Sam?
No, he's number 88. I'm sorry. It's number 88.
Oh, they missed.
And they muffed it, and National Christian stops the point after.
Caden got the ball.
Caden Grigsby falls on it, muffed placement, and National Christian gets a little bit of a celebration by stopping the extra point. But, Coach, Goodpasture is not intimidated by National Christian.
I'll tell you, that's the only mistake they made in that first drive was that muffed kick there.
Well, that's exactly right.
That was a well-executed first drive.
Head coach Jeff Brothers, along with assistants Colin Wright, Justin King, who's has the receiving team gathered around him. Defensive line, Ryan McClary. Andrew Shaw, defensive coordinator, Kyle Tidwell. Quarterback, corners, and play calling. Trainer Kim Walter. Managers Jake Campbell, Nathan Gatos, and a plethora of managers. Jaden Peterson, Megan Wilson, Briley Smith, and Jaden Williams. And I'm sure some other kids have signed up. I see Caden Walker down there making some money. Got several others out there. We'll have to get an update on that sometime. So, all right. So kicking off is Daniel Zabila Aga.
Zubaloga.
Okay, Zubaloga. That you'll be pronouncing that tonight, Coach. And back deep, we've got Caden Grigsby along with, I believe, Chris White. Is that right?
That's right. That's correct.
All right. Both men can return it. They're dangerous. It's line drive down the middle. Grigsby's going to shortstop it at the 5 to the 10. Has a seam, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. It's a foot race to the 50, 45, 40. Shakes off a tackler, 30, 20, 10, 5. Did he score? Yes. Touchdown. Caden Grigsby, 95 yards. Give him 6 and put it in the Hall of Fame. Not a bad way to answer.
That is an answer.
That's right.
That is an answer. The freshman, Chris White, leading the way. Made a nice block coming through the hole for Caden.
And the blockers created a seam, and he bounced off 2 of them.
He was not going to be denied.
And he, earlier this year, on the first play of the first game, went 75 yards on a flare pass, flare screen from Curtis. And now teeing it up. Braden Griffin again. Holding is Crampton. Did we make it?
Good.
He split them. Good. There's timeout on the field with a score. National Christian 7, Goodpasture 6. Lots of excitement. Fireworks already. 6:59 to go in the first quarter. Back in a moment. All right, back at Eagle Field. We appreciate some of our viewers. Jeff Fincher, shout out. He's in the passenger seat on the way to Atlanta. Jeff Paul, shout out. And Coach Mark Rayburn, glad we got those basketball coaches out of there. I don't know what he means. You're coaching basketball, and I've got a 4th grade basketball team.
There's not more of a basketball coach that's up here.
Coach Rayburn, he's all baseball, so he doesn't really understand the round ball.
It's a different sport.
All right, Braden Griffin is teeing it up. Well, it's been an exciting first quarter, and this time he gets a little more air underneath it. It's going to be caught back inside the 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and bring the ball back. Getting hit. Fuqua
on the tackle.
Makes the tackle. Be first down and 10 there.
You know, Jalen almost made the tackle on the opening kickoff, just missed him, but made a great tackle on that one. And Jalen looks like he's down.
Yes, he's and when Coach Brothers goes out there, that shows a little extra concern. And Coach Brothers accompanied by trainer Kim, and they're going to help him up. So
he's getting up.
It is a fantastic night for football in Bellevue. Feels great to be back in the press box. I hadn't been in here in a month.
Looks like a shoulder injury for Jalen. Hopefully just a stinger. He's in a little bit of pain right now.
The Eagles will go back on defense. Coach, let's see if Goodpasture can counter. They went down the field with no resistance at all.
It was an impressive first drive. Eagles defense needs to step up here. Hopefully the kick return has shot a little energy into them.
Definitely jacked this place up just then. All right. Chase Angel directed that drive. He's going to give once again to Dawkins. He is met at the line of scrimmage. Hitting him is Michael Hoskins, junior linebacker, number 22. And he's not going to get an inch.
Well, our defensive ends, those guys are flying in off the ends.
He's actually going to lose a yard, and it's 2nd down and 11. The clock winds to 6.5 of the first quarter. Already 2 scores, one by each squad. Here's Angel. He's got Dawkins behind him. Back to pass, looking to the left. Got time, overthrows it, and it was right into the arms of Jake Morris, who probably would have walked in. And he's sick about that one. It was almost too easy, Coach.
I think it surprised him. Just the receiver was overthrown right. Yeah. It was thrown right to Jake.
It really was. It was a line drive, and I mean, right into Jake's hands, and he could have had a pick six. It's 3rd and 11, so Goodpasture stalling a little bit compared to the last drive. Let's see if they can come up with a big play here to keep their momentum going. We're ready to come. We've got, looks like 6 people coming. Angel back to pass. Here comes the blitz, and they will sack him. Blitzing first, hitting him R.J. Perkins.
I think Cole McCleary, finished him off. R.J. Perkins was there at the beginning, but it was sort of meet you at the quarterback sack for our defense.
Back to kick for Goodpasture. Cameron White, and of course, the electrifying Caden Grigsby. Coach Caden Grigsby is an outstanding note taker in Bible. He is, he really is. And boy, he just gets it off, and we're going to have to let that one bounce.
Might have gotten a piece of that. Those guys were right there, and the ball came out funny, so I can't.
So it definitely is in favor of the Eagles. They'll get it in great field position, 1st down and 45 to go for a touchdown. So Jared Curtis to take his first snap of the night against the Cougars.
It's nice for your offense to come out, and they're already ahead for their first possession.
And already into Goodpasture territory. And a Nashville Christian
sort of risk
equipment defection, and they're going to send Jared out of the game.
I guess he's got to have it on his wrist and not on his waist.
Apparently so. I'd bench him the rest of the game for that.
There's no excuse for that.
Number 5, Tate Mathis, the freshman, goes in. So I know Jared, that we don't want to call a timeout.
Yeah. He is going.
Tate, go in and play.
He doesn't look like he's ready.
Yeah, a little squeamish there. So Tate comes in. Drulo gives him a little pat on the shoulder, like, it's okay, we're playing ball here, boy.
I can assure you this is a Brock Haywood handoff.
Okay.
What's about to happen.
All right, let's see if the prophecy comes true, and it does. Haywood bounces out to the right and will get nothing. They swarm him like they heard what you said, Coach.
I'll tell you what, he is such a tough runner, though. It took 4 or 5 of the Goodpasture kids to bring him down.
Let's see if Curtis checks back in to the contest.
The freshman did a good job there.
All right, great handoff by Tate.
Yeah.
All right, Nashville Christian with center Trey Bartlett, guards Clay Klotz, Vasily Santos, tackles Graham Peeler and Pryor Browning. We'll try to set some of the wideouts here. Zane Crampton, who loves getting that ball thrown to him. He's over here with Javin Drulo.
Bryson Holt.
Bryson Holt on the other side. Here is
Bryson.
Back to pass, and he's going to hit a down and out play to Bryson.
It's good to have Bryson Holt back in the action. I know he's on limited snap count, but it's good to have him in there at all.
So 3rd down and about 6. Brock Haywood on the hip of Curtis. He's going to do a nice slant pass. That's complete down to the 26-yard line for a 1st down. Completing that catch was Zane Crampton, Coach. You don't see Zane miss many.
He has incredible hands. We were talking about it on Monday night. If it's near him, he's going to get it.
He really does have a great knack for the Spider-Man hands. We've got some guys that can really catch the football, and we got a guy that can kind of throw it.
That was a fantastic pass. He looked like we were throwing to the flat. The whole defense ran to the flat, and he threw the cross.
And here's Curtis. Nice fake. He looking into the end zone. He's going to throw it there. He's still scrambling. He's got a lot of room to the right. He'll pull it down and run 30, 25, 20. To the man, to the 15, to the 10, to the 5. Inside the 5.
Did he fumble?
Did he fumble that football? They are marking it down short of the goal. And it'll be inside the 5. And again, our angle is tough with the high school press box. And it's going to be probably a few years before we build the third tier here so we can get a little bit better angle. But we rely on our PA people, and also our scoreboard says it's first down and goal at the 2. Curtis waiting patiently, then rolled out, and nobody was over there on the right. So we're going to pack everybody in tight.
Big formation. Look at Pryor Browning in the backfield.
And he's going to lead the blocking for Curtis, who lunges. He did fumble this time.
I think RJ got on that. RJ Perkins? No? No signal?
Still no signal. The officials come in.
Yes, there it is.
And now they give him 6. Touchdown, I believe, RJ Perkins with an assist from Jared Curtis.
RJ Perkins getting a touchdown.
So I guess that's going to be considered a, I don't know how that goes on the stats. We call it a 2-yard run, I guess, Coach.
We'll call it a 2-yard run. I don't know how it will actually be scored.
All right. Carson Upchurch to snap. Zane Frampton to hold. Braden Griffin, who's been quite reliable this year, will sidewind it toward the school. Snap, down, kick, up, good. There's timeout on the field with the score. National Christian, 14. Goodpasture, 6. 2:57 left in the first. We'll be back in a moment. All right, Coach, tell us a little bit about what we heard at lunch that we just saw.
Well, they told us at lunch, we were sitting with some coaches, and they told us to look for a special package, especially a special goal line package, which we saw just on that play, with Pryor Browning as the fullback leading the way for sort of a wildcat play call for Jared Curtis.
Almost backfired with Jared losing the handle, but
or maybe he was just trying to, pay RJ back for his great game Monday night.
RJ has had a lot of involvement in this game. 14-6. We're up by 8. Under 3 to go in the first quarter. This is a short kick. It's caught inside the 10. 15 needs a seam. Bust outside. Trying to get to the corner. Nothing there. He's hit pretty hard.
RJ Perkins and Brock Taylor. RJ is a machine.
He is everywhere. He's everywhere on the field tonight. So the Eagles will go back on defense. We got in that secondary Jake Morris, along with Blair Otero. We haven't mentioned him yet tonight. RJ, as we mentioned, at the linebacker spot, along with Landon Travis. Sorry we haven't mentioned those two guys. They've been in on these plays also. Goodpasture is spreading things out, then running off tackle, cutting back against the grain. Got a flag thrown in the backfield. He pushes, really a good push, but Morris and Perkins there to hit him. And we've got
a hold. We're going to back him up.
Well, that's going to be tough. We'll make it first and long here.
Yeah, they haven't had any, as good as their first drive was, there weren't any explosive plays. So
it was a very methodical drive.
I think, making it 1st and 20 makes it difficult for Goodpasture.
So it's been an exciting first quarter with 3 touchdowns. Fortunately, the Eagles have 2 of them. So Angel gets instructions from the sideline. He or Dawkins will probably run it if he doesn't pass it. National Christian, they're bringing 6. And he's going to just go off tackle. Nothing much there. Boy, he's popped. And hitting him first was Vasily Santos, senior hockey player.
Second and 16.
And we got second, and they've got 20 on the board.
Maybe.
Ball back on the 24. Yeah, and they've got to get to the 41 and a half for the first. So a long way to go. We're down to 2 minutes and counting in the first quarter. Quarterback Angel, once again, Hawkins on his hip. Nashville Christian's got 5 down linemen. They're ready to come. And the quarterback breaks outside, turns the corner 30, 35, smartly runs out of bounds at the 35. A good little pickup to make third down a little more manageable. It will be 3rd and 6 at that point. So R.J. Perkins is kind of the spotter, sitting there waiting to see what the quarterback does.
Yeah, he got a little bit tied up and so
Right.
put up a few yards there. No one has touched the ball for Goodpasture except for Angel and Dawkins.
It's amazing, amazing. 3rd down and 7. Angel with a long count. Now resets as the coaches set an audible. Hawkins joins him in the gun. Angel doesn't like something. They're going to go ahead and snap it. Somebody moved.
Yeah.
And they're going to blow that play dead.
They didn't look comfortable the whole
Not at all.
pre-snap.
The coach probably would have preferred a timeout there.
Yeah.
Because now it's 3rd and long. It was 3rd and manageable. It's now 3rd and 12. The ball backed up to the 30-yard line. The Eagles will set down Colt McClary over here on the end. Skylar Drury at the tackle spot. Here comes the pressure across the middle. It is complete, and that is a nice completion. He breaks away. And he actually lost yardage. They're going to, well, it's a strange spot there, but they're going to give him the forward progress. Lawson Andrews actually slung him, and then he kept running. I thought it was an early whistle, considering he broke it.
They didn't blow the whistle. They should have.
They really did.
They were late.
Creates 4th and 1. Ball on the 40. They're going for it. They have nothing to lose. I don't blame them.
I would assume number 12 is going to keep it in his hands. He's going to make the decision here.
Gets the call. Got some big beef up front. Try to stop this surge. Right side, did he get it? He got it. He lunged forward to the 42-yard line. Nice play that time. Vasily Santos had to come over and stop him. Landon Belfer was in there, but they went away from him.
Both teams are really, they're really hitting tonight.
Well, they are.
They're getting after it.
Good football game here on a Friday night. The way life's supposed to be. 1st down and 10. Boy, that's a big play. Goodpasture back to pass. He's got a little time now, scrambles out there, still wants to throw it. We'll probably have to put it down and run, and we're going to throw him down. That's going to be Perkins over there as he tried to turn off to the left. Nothing there. And that's going to run out the clock here, Coach.
RJ did a really nice job. I guess he's spotting the quarterback. He's staying right with him. Did a really nice job of containing him and making the tackle. Gain of only 1 yard. So.
2nd down and 9, and the clock runs out. It's been a good one. We'll be back in a couple minutes with the first quarter score. Nashville Christian 14, Goodpasture 6. We'll be back in 60 seconds. Goodpasture right in front of us in the press box. Nice view for us. And great crowd on hand here. Packed house. Goodpasture has brought a good crowd across the way. 2nd down and 9. Like to have this view all night.
Yeah.
They're going to pitch out. Not much there. A host of Eagles. Chris White first. Getting a roar from the crowd, and a little extracurricular shoving there by Goodpasture.
I'd say the more I see Chris White play, the more I love this kid.
He can.
He's going to be a great football player.
I think this team is just going to keep getting better, and good future.
Yeah.
Curtis is just a junior. You know what? I know other teams probably think Curtis has been here 6 years.
It feels like it.
3rd down and 7. Angel. And boy, here comes White after him. Boy, he's in trouble. Got it. Back at the 30-yard line.
He is fired up, Coach. Look at it.
He just came with a vengeance.
Excited.
And he had his sights zeroed in. And poor Angel was going, oh no, this is not going to be good.
He just sort of wilted, that quarterback did.
He did. He fell down at the 31. Chris didn't really have to make the tackle.
Chris is not the most intimidating looking kid, but I tell you, his speed is intimidating.
He looks actually sweet and nice in the halls.
Yeah.
4th down and 22. Caden Grigsby, who can make it happen on any play, would love to get his hands on this punt. Let's see if they kick it to him. And it's low line drive. He'll pick that one up and go at the 35, 40, 45. They keyed on him pretty good, but he got it up to a 44. Grigsby will not pass up any opportunity to field the ball. And our viewers, we're up to 84. Is that right, Mr. Atkins? 94, it's climbing.
The word is spreading.
The word is spreading all over the mid-state.
It's like wildfire.
So that's exciting. A lot of these guys go home with their families and watch over the weekend. We usually get up over 1,000 views by Sunday night. So a lot of people do hear the broadcast. So it's exciting to see this many people interested in Nashville Christian football here on Keaton Field. And it is a magnificent playing surface for tonight. This is Curtis, right side. And not much there for Haywood. Senior Brock Haywood. He'll carry for about 2. Beautiful night here, Coach. About 74 degrees now.
Say, Brock Haywood is not going to try to avoid a tackle. He is going to try to run you over.
He does. Not a big guy, but all these guys are strong. The weight room by these coaches has produced some pretty good specimens. But Goodpasture has done a good job tonight. They're hanging in there with us, and we got a ball game going. Jared Curtis, back to pass. He's got good protection. Steps up into the pocket, throws across the middle, complete. Grigsby, 40. Guns down to the 36. First down. Curtis calmly waiting. Steps up into the pocket.
You know, there's so many great things you can say about Jared, but his deception is just unbelievable. The way he's looking one direction, throw it the other direction, he's really hard to defend.
Clock under 9.5. Jared Curtis got a slot to the right. He's going to keep it all the way to the left. Cuts against the grain. 30, 25, 24-yard line. Falls forward for another first down. It was designed all the way for Curtis to go off left tackle. And over there was Pryor Browning to help lead that blocking. Haywood behind Curtis. He's back to pass, looking into the end zone, throwing it down in the end zone. It is incomplete, and we're going to get a flag on Goodpasture.
I'm not sure that is going to be catchable.
I don't know.
But he did sort of maybe get a hand on it. So.
He was hanging on him, so actually kind of refreshing to see him call that.
Yeah.
So that's going to keep the drive alive. First down and 10. As we mentioned, great crowd on hand. We've got a good crowd listening and watching, and maybe some of you are traveling. Let us know where you're at. We'll try to give some more shout-outs when we get a break. I'm sure the players would like a little bit cooler night, down in the 60s, but can't complain after the tough weather we've had over the last few weeks. First and 10. Curtis quit out pattern here is complete to Crampton. Center steps, makes a move to the 10, to the 5, carries that ball ever so close to the goal line, and he will be marked just short at the 1.5-yard marker. Curtis just up and whipped it over to him quickly, and Zane Crampton made some moves on his own and carries the ball inside the 2.
You know, I think the last 2 plays really show how much trust Jared has in Zane. He's going to, you know, Zane was not open on the play before this, but Jared's going to try to fit it in there because he trusts Zane's going to, if Zane gets his hands on it, he's going to make the play.
Spider-Man's the ball in. First down and less than 2. Got a full house gun, and we got a whistle before the play.
Certainly was going to be a score.
And they're going to say that Nashville Christian was moving ahead of time. That'll make it first down and just under 7 to go. First and goal. Backs it up. Let's hope that just delays the inevitable.
I think that just lets Jared Curtis pad his stats more, add more yards.
Under 8.5 to go here at Eagle Field at Nashville Christian Stadium in Bellevue, Tennessee. Now we got the full house backfield with Curtis. He'll go to Haywood off left tackle. He's just going to get to the outside. They turn him back in. He cuts against the grain. Did he get in? Yes. Touchdown. Block Haywood. Give him a 7-yard run. 8 minutes of the second quarter. And Nashville Christian explodes to a 20-6 lead. And Coach Goodpasture, not a comeback team. They really need to answer with their next drive.
Yes, they do, and they look so good that first possession, and I really believe that Grigsby's kick return sort of woke our guys up.
I think so. Braden Griffin kicking into the creek. Ball down kick is splitting them. Good die. There's timeout on the field with exactly 8 minutes in the second quarter. Nashville Christian 21, visiting Goodpasture 6. We'll take a brief break. Ready to tee the ball up is Braden Griffin. He's been busy tonight. 21-6. Second quarter action. And the kick. Boy, line drives it deep. Fielded at the 5. 10, 15, 20. Stutter steps, tries to get outside. Looking for one block, doesn't get it, but stays on his feet nicely. Finally is met. Joseph McDowell. So Joseph in with a nice play. So the defense comes back onto the field.
I think this is a really important drive for Goodpasture. 21-6, don't want to get out of hand. Even if they don't score here, they need to use up most of the clock for the second quarter.
Yeah, and Nashville Christian is going to be getting the ball to open the third. So
Right.
Coach Brothers would like to go 28-6, get it back and end it early in the third. Goodpasture, as you said, needs to put together something here to take away the momentum. Angel, once again, in the gun. Go to Dawkins, up the middle, nice running room to 30. Intercepts 35, broke a tackle and lunges forward for first down yardage. Lawson Andrews and Chris White meeting him. First down, ball at the 39-yard line. So that's a good way for Goodpasture to open up this drive. Down to 7.5 left in the second quarter, 21-6 if you just joined us. Goodpasture started with a great drive to take a 6-0 lead. Then Caden Grigsby returned the kickoff at 95 yards.
Again, a lot of confusion for Goodpasture with trying to get the play call sent in.
They get hopefully what they wanted up the middle. Dawkins not much this time. Hit by Skylar Drury. He'll lunge forward.
Good tackle
Really,
by Skylar.
yeah, really maybe just a few inches. We're going to keep it at 2nd down and 9. We'll give him just a couple of feet, really. 2nd down and 9, Goodpasture. A little tighter formation this time with the wide outs. Chase Angels steps back into the gun and wants to pitch left, keeps it. Nice cut. Ball's forward, close to the 45-yard line. Picks up about 5. Jake Morris, linebacker spot, comes up. Number 1 with the hit.
You know, neither team really huddles. It's sort of a hurry-up offense, but Goodpasture slows it down and gets a play call in from the coach every time, whereas Nashville Christian just goes.
3rd down and about 5. They've got to carry to their own 49. They're on their own 44. 3rd and 5, 6 minutes left, second quarter. And here's the fake to Angel. He goes off tackle and dives forward, hitting him but too late. Was R.J. Perkins, but he gets to the midfield stripe for a first down. The chains are moved. The clock is stopped at 5:51.
Well, this is the kind of drive that Goodpasture needed. A slow, methodical drive.
They need to eat up time on every drive because they don't want to give Nashville Christian time to get their hands back on the ball. Angel.
Oop.
They're going to blow off sides.
Is there contact?
You know, back in the old days, you could run into the backfield and get back out.
As long
but
as you didn't touch anyone.
If you didn't touch anyone, but they've changed that. If you go through the
I did not know that. I thought.
Yeah, if you go into that
neutral zone,
they're going to call it on you.
Huh. Because he barely went in.
And that's a 1st and 5. Easy 5 pickup. Dawkins again, nothing this time. He's going to be hammered there at the line of scrimmage. It's like R.J. Perkins in again on the stop. It will go to 2nd and 5. They're still in a good situation with 2nd and short.
Under 5 minutes now. The clock's really ticking.
And they will need to – they're going to need at least one splash play to get that ball down there in a reasonable amount of time. Here we go. Ball up the middle. And
look for that? No.
It looked like Dawkins had something, but we closed on him pretty good. And guess who? R.J. Perkins stops him at the 43. But he does get forward to create a 3rd down and 3, maybe a long 2. 4:24 to go. Goodpasture needing badly. I would think this is 4-down territory in this type of game for Goodpasture at this point. Back to pass. Looking, waiting. He better run. Now he drops back. Goes to left. Throws it. Downfield. It is complete and dropped. It's hitting him nicely. To dislodge it was Brock Taylor from his safety spot. It was a good pass, and a catch was about to be made, but Brock popped him from behind. Goodpasture will be forced to go for a 4th down, and it's closer to 3 than 2.
Yeah, I think the receiver shook Brock and got wide open, and then Brock made a great recovery and a really good hit that knocked the ball loose.
It was a really good scramble by Angel. He looked like he was in trouble and then spotted an open receiver. He'll need to do it again with 5 wideouts. We've got 5 down ready to come. Michael Hoskins over here on the right side, ready to come in on the blitz. Timeout, Goodpasture. So we'll take a brief timeout with the score. Nashville Christian up 21-6. 4:06 second quarter. Back in a moment. This is Mike McPherson along with Coach John Pierce bringing the action along with producer Andrew Atkins. And Coach, it's been an interesting game. Goodpasture is still in the game. They're not controlling the game. They're still alive, and this is a big play.
Like we said, it's a huge drive for Goodpasture. It'd be great for them to get some points here, and it'd be great for National Christian to stop them.
Angel has emptied the backfield. He's going to run it. No, a slant pattern, and it was there. Jake Morris stripped him of it. Boy, that was a great play.
Great play by Jake. Just thrown a little bit behind the receiver, allowed Jake to catch up. Really good play.
The quarterback faked the quarterback draw up and hit a slanting receiver. And like you said, Coach, if he leads him a little bit, it's probably a completion and a first down.
Yeah.
As it is, Eagles take over on downs.
Sort of a Tim Tebow play there. Remember the old fake the quarterback keeper.
It really was a good, well-designed play, but Morris also made a nice defensive stop, and it's National Christian from the 41 back to pass Curtis. He wants to air it out, steps up. He's going to throw it long downfield. Way downfield. It is caught. Complete. Beautiful play.
Drulo. Javin Drulo, the receiver.
I'm sorry, I could not see it or hear you, Coach. Javin Drulo. Great over-the-head catch like Willie Mays, and if you know what I'm talking about, you're older than me.
Oh, just an incredible throw. I mean, right on the money.
Curtis stepped up, aired it out, and Jared Drulo takes the ball down to the 11-yard line, 1st and 10. Eagles, well, I tell you, they can just about nail this thing shut. Goodpasture will have a tough time coming back. Curtis back to throw. Steps up again. Will he run? Throws it into the end zone. It is deflected nicely. He might have forced it into Drulo a little bit that time. Stops the clock at 3:26.
I think a defender deflected it and off of Javin's chest. But Jared was trying to squeeze that one in for sure.
2nd down and 10. 3:26 to go. National Christian back down in Cougar territory. Center Trey Bartlett will set down over the ball. Got Haywood on his hip in the gun. Curtis to throw. Out pattern complete to Drulo. Breaks the tackle and walks into the zone for 6. Touchdown, 11-yard play. Curtis to Drulo. Thrown beautifully. Drulo shakes him off and scampers to pay dirt. And it's going to be tough to come back on National Christian at this point.
With 3.5 minutes left, there's still plenty of time for National Christian to get a stop and for the Eagles.
There really is.
I mean, they can score so quick.
And we're going to go for 2. We're going to run it to the right, and Zane Crampton will take it in for 2. So Goodpasture did not adjust, and National Christian did the read. And National Christian leads 26-6. 3:22 to go. We'll be back in a moment. I was relying on the scoreboard. I didn't think that looked right. We've scored 4 touchdowns and a 2-point conversion. My Antioch math had it at 26. I was looking at the board. Coach, it's 29-6. That looks a little bit more like the new math.
Well, you didn't bring your abacus is the problem.
It's during the 70s at Antioch, math was not a focus. But I was reading by the 10th grade. Teeing the ball up, Braden Griffin. Great drive there by National Christian after the stop. Goodpasture, man, they had a couple of plays, could have kept that drive going. Instead, I can't see them coming back on a team like National Christian, 29-6. They really need a big splash play here quickly to have any reasonable hope. Nice kick by Griffin to the 9-yard line. 15, 20, 25, slight seam, trying to bounce outside. They have a tough time bringing him down. He's not a big man, but he really does a good job. Austin Andrews, and that's Mason McKell, and he does a good job staying on his feet. Not a big guy at all, but he's not easy to bring down.
You know, we've got all of our timeouts left. There's 3:15 left. So I'll be curious to see what Coach Brothers does here. If we get a stop, a short pickup, I expect Coach Brothers to use his timeouts and try to get the ball back and put more points on the board. First and 10 from their own 30.
All right, here we go. 29-6. Goodpasture needs a big drive here to counter. See what they've got. Left side, Dawkins got good running room. He's got first down room. He's got room out to the 45-yard line, and that's a good way for Goodpasture to start, but a flag is back here on the corner, and they're going to bring it back. Tough luck for Goodpasture. Ran the play nicely, but perhaps it sprung because of the hold on the corner. Tough play for the Cougars. 29-6. They have a big deficit. They had a great drive. Coach, they just haven't been able to duplicate that initial momentum.
No, they've shown glimpses, but just can't seem to sustain a drive for the length of the field like they did that first drive.
Landon Belfour's in there on the right side along with Colt McClary.
Pearson Smith out here on the corner.
Pearson Smith, number 9. Sophomore picking up a wide out. Back to pass Angel. Wants to step up and throw, and he's swarmed by the Eagles. Never had a chance. Under 3 to go. Colt McClary in there. Got Belfer on that front line. McClary. Michael Hoskins. More at the tackle in this set. Skylar Drury at the tackle. You say Hoskins becomes an end here. Now McClary moves to the strong side. They bring Hoskins back over here to the right. We got some skilled people in this secondary. Goodpasture rolling to the right. Here they come. Inside screen is complete, but not much is going to be there as we snuff it out with R.J. Perkins along with, I believe, Lawson Andrews. And coach, just like that.
It's another penalty down.
Boy, Goodpasture is really shooting themselves in the foot with another big play. And Coach Brothers says, let's take the yardage rather than the down.
I think Goodpasture actually had the right play call there. Pearson Smith went on a corner blitz from this side. They throw in a screen pass to this side, but the blockers just couldn't handle RJ and Lawson.
Brock Taylor checking in. He'll check in for Landon Travis. We're also scooting into the contest. Clay Klotz on the line. RJ moves to the middle linebacker by himself as they got 4 wideouts back to pass. Pass slant incomplete. Led him a little too low and long. And Coach, all of a sudden it's 3rd and 16.
I'm really surprised they threw that ball. I would have expected them to hand it off and make the Eagles use their timeouts. As it worked out, the Eagles sort of get their own timeout with the incomplete pass.
Right, and we still have 3, as you pointed out, and a chance to get good field position, barring a big play here by Goodpasture. 3rd down and 17 to go. Chase Angel needs a big play here. He's back to pass. Here comes the pressure. He's rolling out to the right in a lot of trouble. He's going to be able to get it off. He's going to just throw the ball out of bounds, and it will be incomplete. And that will bring up 4th down, Coach, and long.
It was Cole McClary, and I think it was Skylar Drury chasing the quarterback down there.
They were headhunting him.
I've never seen Skylar move that fast.
Except when he's trying to get to class.
Yeah, right.
1:49 left, and the clock, unfortunately for Goodpasture, is stopped We're going to get the ball with 3 timeouts left with Jared Curtis. That's a lifetime. Snap, punt is barely away. Low line drive. Grigsby's not going to be able to field it, so we're going to have to let it roll. It'll stop just inside the 37-yard line. Nashville Christian, relatively good field position, and 1:37 left. And Curtis will be getting into some either deep throws or wide outs or some play action passing.
1:37 left is a ton of time, especially with 3 minutes, and especially with Jared Curtis and our offense out there.
Trey Bartlett comes up over the ball. We've got wide outs on either side. Curtis fades to throw. Steps up, rifles it across the middle, incomplete. It was in the hands of Bryson Holt. Couldn't hold on to it. Boy, that was a rocket.
That was a laser.
I haven't seen too many high school kids throw a rope like that.
I wouldn't even make an attempt at catching that.
That's going to break some fingers.
Like on my fingers and my sternum.
We got 3 wide outs to the far side, 2 to this side. Low snap. Curtis handles it, is in trouble. And they're going to take him down, but he throws it and avoids the loss. Nice play there. Crampton tried to short hop it, couldn't get it, and now it's 3rd and 10. So Goodpasture making a little bit of a stand here, forcing 3rd and long yardage, hoping to be granted a punt.
That's the first real pressure we've seen on Jared in the backfield tonight. Couldn't quite get away from him.
If he had the tearaway jersey from the 70s, he'd still be running. I miss those.
Yeah, he definitely tore it, looks like. Just didn't tear away.
Curtis fading to throw. Pressure again, faking the inside screen. Here it is, Brock Haywood, 40. Lowers his head, 47, 48-yard line. He's going to get a first down, ladies and gentlemen.
That hit hurt me up here.
You could hear it, feel it.
Goodness.
And it's enough room. And for the first inning, Coach Brothers quickly calls a timeout with 1:13 left. 2 timeouts, Coach. And let's see, how many have we got viewing now? Mr. Andrew Atkins. 98 out there, and we'll see any more shout-outs here, Mr. Andrew. Jeff Polk is staying tuned in here.
I feel like we could just get 2 more viewers. It sort of feels like we're at a telephone.
Yeah, you need to call your friends.
Call your friends.
Let's get over 100 and keep it there, people.
Every viewer counts.
It increases our salary. It keeps padding the wallet of Andrew Atkins. 1st and 10, 1:13 to go, 29-6. The ball nose just to the 49-yard line of Nashville Christian. Jared Curtis will be going upstairs. Back to pass. Good protection. Rolls to the left. He's going to pull it down. Yes, 50. Steps 45. 40. Fumbles the ball, goes back and gets it, fumbles it again. Goodpasture says they got it, and I believe they do. We got a flag in that melee. We're going to have unsportsmanlike conduct. Let's see who that's on. Goodpasture has recovered it. And let's see who was the penalty on. It must not. Well, there's 3.
They're discussing.
Yeah, they really are. Let's see if they pick it up. So it's not as clear cut as perhaps you would have thought. So Curtis was not able to secure the ball.
He had a here. No flag.
They're going to wave it off. Okay.
He had a clear path to the sideline, but he cut it upfield, which he's done a million times, and is so good at it.
You'd like to see him step out of bounds, but I'm sure he saw a seam.
Yeah. Can't blame him for it. He's done it so many times.
And that's going to lay the ball down at the 44. They have not moved the chains yet for some reason. Now, with 59 ticks left on the clock in the first half, Goodpasture has got to go 46 yards. We were hoping to put a definite nail in the coffin. That may have to wait. And pass is incomplete. Trying to hit Frost over here on a crossing pattern. And you can tell the pressure is getting to Angel. He's having to get rid of it. He does not have a lot of time back there to throw.
I mean, if you're Goodpasture, you have to try to do something here. You can't just get to halftime down 29-6. You've got to try to make something happen. So 2nd and 10 from the 44.
Here we go. And he's going to run up the middle. Keeps it, breaks outside. He's got running room. Crosses the 50, crosses the 45. Down inside the 45, and that's going to be enough for a first down. 47 seconds left. They have 2 timeouts left, so they will go without a huddle again. Temporary stoppage of play on the first. 3 wide outs to the left side. Angel with a nice play. It was quarterback draw all the way. He's back to pass. And a slanting pattern is complete. Ball taken from the 35 to the 34, completing the pass. Down there's number 2, and we don't have him on the books. Neither does our press box. But nonetheless, another first down, 27 seconds. They need to think about using one of those timeouts. It's wound down to 25. Clock running. Should have used one right there.
Yeah.
Wasting a lot of time here. Angel back to throw. He's going to be sacked.
Awesome.
They got to call it now at the 35-yard line. Getting him, Andrews, forcing an immediate timeout. And, Coach, they'd still have 20 seconds left had they called the timeout early.
Yeah, it was poor clock management. You know, I think they have moved the ball, but they really need points, and they're on the sitting on the 35-yard line. It's going to be, with 11 seconds left, it's going to be difficult to get points.
There they needed time, not timeouts.
Yeah, that's right.
And 11 seconds left gives them possibly 2 plays at the most.
But great play by Lawson Andrews there, sort of a safety blitz, came screaming through the line.
And Goodpasture's got to go upstairs.
Yeah.
And they're really just going to have to fling one because we're just melting their front line. The size difference is pretty significant. And we have now 106
Let's go.
views. We're at 106. Good job.
We've done it.
And Millie, thank you for watching from Wilmington, North Carolina. She's almost in the ocean. And Stephen Blake Womble. Blake Womble said, hey, from Knoxville, Tennessee.
With 4 seconds left, 3rd and 18 from the 35-yard line. This is going to be a Hail Mary. This will be the last play of the half.
Sorry I missed that play. I was reading our
That's much more important.
our call. Exactly.
That's much more important.
Because that's money. So he's going to have to heave one from the 40. Actually, from the 35. So we're in a prevent here, but we're still going to bring 4, it looks like. Back to pass. Pressure comes to him. He's going to haul it down in the end zone. It will be incomplete as the horn sounds. And the first half comes to a close with our score. Nashville Christian 29, visiting Goodpasture 6. We'll be back for scores, highlights from Coach John Pierce in a few moments.
Jeff was back, I had to throw him. How you doing? Good, good. Oh, good.
You're late to the entry then. We missed it.
Back in the box. How's he doing tonight? He's in training? Okay, that's good. I'm glad you did training.
Back at Eagle Field, this is Mike McPherson along with Coach John Pierce bringing the action. We got a couple of shout-outs, and we've got from Middlebrook, Virginia, Go Pryor from Shayla Wilo. So Shayla Wilo, glad to have you listening in, family from out in Middlebrook, Virginia. That's one of the longest, although I did when I went to Thailand. I took my wife there to get treatments. I do hold the record, and I'm not about bragging, but I hold the record for the longest call-in shout-out.
From Thailand.
Thailand.
It's going to be tough to beat.
Yeah, it was 12 hours difference. It was 7 a.m. at kickoff there, and got to watch the 2 games in a row, actually. We were there trying to get my wife some treatments. But we're back ready, just about ready to resume. But Coach, give us a rundown of the scoring in the first half.
The scoring was started by Goodpasture with quarterback Angel on a 2-yard keeper, went 6-0. The extra point was a bad snap. Followed quickly by Caden Grigsby returning the kickoff. Extra point was good to make it 7-6 Eagles at the 6:59 mark. Then at 2:57, R.J. Perkins on a 2-yard, sort of run. It was fumbled into the end zone, and R.J. recovered the fumble. Extra point was good, making it 14-6 at the end of the quarter. In the second quarter, Brock Haywood had a 7-yard run with 8 minute at the 8 minute and 8 mark. Extra point was good, make it 21-6. And then with 3:22 left in the half, Javin Druilo, after catching a bomb from Jared Curtis, caught an 11-yard touchdown pass. Extra point was good. It was actually a 2-point conversion completed from Curtis to Frampton to make the halftime score 29-6.
Well, that wraps up our first half scoring summary in Goodpasture. As many of our players today said, these guys will keep fighting and playing hard. They're probably out of this game, and I know Alabama thought Georgia was out of the game the other night, but I don't quite think Goodpasture has the same firepower as Georgia.
This isn't Georgia.
Yeah, so it's going to be tough for the Cougars to hang in there, but we'll see. And, of course, this ensuing kickoff to Nashville Christian, Goodpasture will have to get a stop to have any hope to stay in the game.
And I'm sure that the Nashville Christian coaches at halftime were stressing the importance of this opening drive to set the tone for the second half.
And Nashville Christian will be about ready to tee it up as soon as we pan away from the cheerleaders onto the field. And hopefully we'll be panning over there in just a moment. Nashville Christian will be receiving and moving left to right as you listen across the screen or radio dial.
I will say we gave Coach Michael Peters a really hard time on Monday night by mismanaging the play clock. He's doing a much, much better job tonight, much improved.
Closer game, I guess. All right, Eagles out to receive it. Of course, the electrifying Caden Grigsby is going to be back there. Brock Taylor's going over to give him some words there. And, of course, the sophomore Chris White is going to be back there to receive also.
Chris White had his first high school touchdown on a punt return the other night, Monday night. So hopefully he can repeat that right now.
Yeah, you don't want to kick to either one of those two guys.
Two dangerous return men.
We just we're a little bit bigger than Goodpasture, a little bit faster, a little bit more skilled. Goodpasture very well coached. They've done a good job tonight trying to hang in there. But this game is usually pretty tight this year. We've outmanned them a little bit here, and here's our opening kick for the second half. Boy, we've got all sides big time. That was not even close.
Yeah, that's a shame because they were trying an onside kick and sort of ruined the surprise there.
Ruined the moment. So I'm assuming we will accept the illegal procedure penalty. I thought looked more like offsides, but I guess that's ruled a illegal procedure on a kickoff. That's going to bring it back to the 35. I look for Goodpasture to kick away this time. Big crowd on hand here. Beautiful Friday night in Bellevue, Tennessee.
Yeah, I didn't know what kind of crowd would get tonight since fall break
It's really
started
good
today. So it's really a great crowd for a holiday week.
And if you're looking to spend vacation time, Bellevue is the place. We have a mall. May have a theater now. I'm not sure. It closed at one time. And here's the kick. It's a line drive. Boy, we touched it. And that's going to be Chris White on the run. 25, 30. He's got a seam. 35, 40. Still on his feet. 45. Breaks another tackle to the 48-yard line. Coach, he almost did it. Chris White with another great return.
He was a shoestring tackle from going to the house. Again.
So, once again, Nashville Christian with good field position. It will be first down and 48 to go for a touchdown. Jared Curtis brings his team to the line. Spreading them out. Two wide out to the left. One over here beside us, Javin Drulo. Ball up the middle. Is that Brock Haywood?
It is.
Spins away 50, 45, 40. He could go 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. What did he do? He scored! Touchdown! 53 yards. Give him 6. A late flag. Let's see who that's on. It should be well after the play, so it's going to be a late hit or an unsportsmanlike conduct. Let's see who they're going to call it on. And hopefully we didn't spoil some of that excitement. The official comes over. He's going to indicate he's talking to Coach Brothers, so that's probably us. And a personal foul against Goodpasture. So we'll get it on the kickoff. All right.
I was glad it wasn't unsportsmanlike because I saw some excited guys for their teammate, but I didn't see anything inappropriate.
That was great, and I appreciate even though it's a blowout, the referee still blew the whistle.
Yeah.
Not blew the call.
Right.
35-6. Braden Griffin kicking toward Charlotte Pike. Let's see if he can land it out there on the road. Ball down, kick up. Well, it wasn't beautiful, but it cleared the uprights. Good. And so, Coach, with a 30-point lead, the Eagles will run over. Total domination. And we have not been challenged except one. I'd love to play BGA again. That was just a great football game to watch. Because we're going to need some tough ones, especially as we get toward playoff time.
How about Brock Haywood with the spin move around the line of scrimmage? Usually he's just going to run you over, but he actually made a little spin move and broke open. And
yeah, he turned on the Jets back here at the 35.
He showed some speed.
And so we next week we're going down to Columbia Academy, and that will be a good test.
Should be a really good game next week. I hate that it's coming at the end of fall break, so we'll have a lot of our students will be out of town.
Right. Be a fun game to go down there for the weekend. And teeing the ball up after the place kickman, junior Braden Griffin.
Where is how is the penalty assessed? Oh, here he goes right now. He's doing it.
Here we go. Well, this wouldn't be a bad place to try an onside kick ourselves.
May not be the best, most hospitable move, though, up there, up 36-6.
Yeah, kind of like Tennessee did on
that's right.
St. Cecilia. Didn't quite understand that one.
Yeah. That was in the first half, though, against Kent State, right? That was
against Kent State.
Yeah.
It was only 35-0 at the time.
Yeah.
36-6. Let's see if we do squib it. And he's going to just nail it into the end zone. And, of course, the antiquated rule that you can't bring it out of the end zone, one of two rules that have not changed since the late 1800s. The other one, and it's in college also, the pass interference is only 15 yards. You could throw it 80.
Yeah.
And it's only 15. Those two rules are, I think, the two worst. And, through the years, the officials have, the people in charge have done a good job of adapting the rules to the game. But they've missed it. In high school, you can't bring it out, which is ridiculous.
The rule I can't stand is when you're going into the end zone, if you fumble out of the end zone, it is a touchback and the other team's ball on the 20. That rule makes zero sense.
Exactly. Totally. That's another one. And that's back when it was more of a rugby game, I guess. So not much there. R.J. Perkins in on another stop. So Nashville Christian cruising for this, I believe their fifth win. But still a long way to go. And, of course, I'm sure some guys on the bench that would love to get some action here when we get toward the fourth quarter. It's 36-6. And Goodpasture. The game has kind of gone the way some people were predicting. They would hang in there, be kind of tough, and then we would start pulling away, and that's kind of what's happened.
That's exactly right.
Goodpasture has had some good plays. That's not one of them as they pound at the left guard. Vasily Santaz, the hockey man, makes the stop. The clock at 10 minutes, and Coach, is the mercy rule at 30 or 35? Do you know?
I think it's 35, but I'm not positive. I guess we can find out, see if the clock
We'll
stops.
see in a minute. Goodpasture might not want it to be mercy.
Yeah.
Cougars back to pass. Oh, he just slips out of his hand.
That's a fumble.
That's a fumble. It is picked up. No, they're going to call it incomplete. Skylar Drury thought he had 6.
He should have. That certainly was a fumble. The ball came out as he was moving backwards.
It really was. That was a fumble all the way, and Skylar Drury has been robbed.
He's been robbed. I would assume.
Imagine what's coming out of that mouth right now, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Skylar had a chance for 6, and he got in the end zone, kind of dropped his shoulders knowing it was coming back.
Yeah, that's a shame. It's a shame for Skylar.
He is. Nobody's talking to him. They know he's upset.
He's upset.
Everybody's staying away from him.
Leave him alone.
4th and 11. Goodpasture's got to kick it away. And it's a nice punt. Grigsby at the 43. Better not give him a seam, and they don't. He's pulled down at the 47.
Could have been a horse collar tackle.
I thought that was a little illegal pull. But nonetheless, the Eagles will put it into play at the 48-yard line.
Yeah, it is running.
The clock is running. That's good news for all of us.
It's going to be a quick second half.
So, more than likely, the starters will go through this quarter, and then they'll start doing a little stubbing. Hudson Smith is into the contest because Coach Pierce is going to try to get some of these new guys in there.
So Hudson Smith, the freshman running back who had a huge game Monday night, is in for the
I heard about that.
running back position.
Apologize not being on the air with you guys. I was with my 4th grade girls' granddaughter's basketball practice. Had to choose my granddaughter over the team. And Hudson's going to go off left tackle. Another good run. Hurdling past the 50 to the 47. Good run that time. Also, Brock Taylor checking back into the contest, the junior, new player, new student. Got several new students joining us this year. Brock looks like he was hanging out on the beach in Southern California before he came to Nashville Christian.
Sunshine.
Sunshine's coming. Okay, we've got the nickname. Sunshine spread out wide to the right. Let's see if Curtis goes to the Titan. Right side, Hudson Smith again, lunging down to the 41 and a first.
Well, he runs a lot like Brock Haywood.
He really does.
He's low to the ground. He's powerful.
He's a freshman, and he does not run like a freshman. He does not look intimidated at all out there with the varsity. And the clock down under 7, Coach.
He's picked up a quick 14 yards for the freshman.
Ball at the 41. Curtis, he's got Hudson Smith back there, the freshman on his hip. Brock Taylor on this side. He wants that ball badly. Back to pass Curtis. He's got time, steps up. He's hurling it down in the end zone. Is that going to be 6? Just over the outstretched hand of Brock Taylor. Brock wanted it badly, and Jared just put a little too much on it.
You know, Brock got tied up with the cornerback a little bit and sort of slowed his route down. I think it was actually a good pass, but, you know, he just sort of got tied up a little bit.
And we've got some people that are in the cheaper seats down there right in the corner, literally with their back. And
they were in the action.
Brian Bishop is pushing them back. They never saw it. And fortunately, Brock did not run them over. All right. Here is the play to Smith, and he's not going to break away from that one. Jared came up. I thought he was wanting to hand it back to him. Third down, and it'll be long. About 12 yards to go. So look for Curtis to air it out again. Boy, I know Hudson wanted that one so bad. I mean, Brock Taylor wanted that one so bad.
Haywood comes back in the game for the freshman.
Grigsby checks in.
This is prime Bryson Holt time right here. We'll see. I'd love to see some sort of quick slant to Bryson and see what he can do.
5:25 and running. Third quarter. Goodpasture. A little bit tired on defense. We come quickly to the line. Curtis to fade to throw. Wants to throw it long again. Steps up. He's going to fake it, put it down and run, get out of bounds. Oh, I don't want him to do that.
Yeah, it's 36-6.
Yeah,
no reason
Jared.
to lower your head.
Jared, please don't do that. If you're listening, Jared, run out of bounds. Take a knee.
Jared's so physical, so aggressive.
Jared, and only those of you that are ancient of days like myself, he reminds me of Archie Manning. Archie was a great passer, but a great runner also, and they're both built similar. And Archie, one reason he had a broken arm, which he played with at the end of the season, his senior year, is he wasn't afraid. He just put his head down. Here's Smith again, running off tackle. Cuts against the grain at the 30. And they're going to plow him down at the 25, but not before he gets nice first down yardage.
Good vision, good cut back there by Hudson.
The ball is carried down to the 19. Make that the 24. 4 minutes left in the third quarter.
You know, for the next generation up, which is me, you know, still fairly old. It's John Elway's the comparison. He reminds me of Elway.
Yeah. For you young people, yes. Curtis, plenty of time. Rolls to the right. Now goes back to the left. He'll have to run again. Please get out of bounds. But he cuts against the grain. Still on his feet to the 20, to the 15, to the 10. Gets another block. Cuts against the grain again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And knocks down the tackler in the end zone.
Absolutely flat.
A la Herschel Walker.
Absolutely flattened that poor kid.
Oh, my goodness. 42-6. Jared leveled him.
He went seeking it there. It wasn't a
seek and destroy.
It was a seek and destroy mission.
Griffin placement up. This one looked better. Good. 43-6. Man, what a run by Curtis. Ran all the way to the left sideline, cut against the grain. I was begging them to get out of bounds. Cut against the grain, got a great block in the middle of the field, and then just as he got into the end zone,
How many yards was that run?
there's a kid for Goodpasture that got pummeled. I believe the ball was on the, were we on the 40 or the, no, it was, I don't know, if Jeff Falk, if one of y'all can play back and tell us where that ball was spotted, we'd appreciate it. I think it was 32, Jeff Falk. If you can verify that, Jeff Falk will be spotting for us on his drive to Atlanta. Brock Taylor coming out with his, I love the nickname Sunshine. He's got it now.
Sunshine.
And he went up for it. Jared just overthrew it a little bit and also hit a 5th grade middle schooler in the back down there. Jake Foster says, give a shout out to Jake Foster. So we will.
Done.
It's a shout out to Jake Foster. Jake, glad you're watching. Here's the kick. High knuckleball over here to the 21. Ball carried back to the 25, to the 30, to the 32, and rolling him over was Landon Travis. Good job by Landon. So if we get new guys in there, Coach will try to help me out with some of the newbies. All right, Goodpasture definitely needs something. Pearson Smith back in on a secondary spot. Jackson Husbands has checked in, number 6.
Yeah.
So we'll try to get as many of the new ones notified and recognized. 2:48, the clock is running down here in the third quarter, 43-6. Goodpasture. Quarterback, not sure if that was a busted play or just designed to make it look like a busted play. Landon Belfer in there on the stop. Jake Morris came out very excited. I don't know if he's excited because he came out or because of what happened. 43-6.
Excited for Landon Belfort.
2:17. That may have been the case.
Love that.
Second and 10.
Goodpasture just, really, it's amazing. They went down the field that first drive like we're in here to play ball.
We're in here for a game.
Yeah, and they just could not sustain that incredible moment. It was a great drive. And maybe something build on. Goodpasture stepping up, throwing along. They've got a man out there. They kind of got mixed up and held up. If one of them had taken off, that's going to be a 68-yard play. Both players kind of looked like, oh, no, we don't need to be running the same route into each other.
Both players got behind the defense.
Boy, they did. They were both there, and that should have been 6. Bristol Adams has checked in. Bristol, one of my student aides way back in the 7th grade. 3rd down and 10. Clock at 1:20 and counting. Going to the right. Uh-oh, here he comes. Oh, they're going to lob that one too. But it got away with it. There's going to be some type of, I don't know if it's going to be a holding on. Pearson finally knocks him out. Do they call a holding? Ineligible man downfield. Another tough break. You got to credit the officials for disregarding the scoreboard, which is what they've got to do their job and call the ball game. Those players are not supposed to get away with stuff, and they've done a good job. It's tough for Goodpasture in a blowout game, but
it was a nice open field tackle by Pearson Smith, though, that didn't count for anything, but it was still a nice open field tackle.
So the penalty brings it back to the 27-yard line. The clock probably will wind out on this play. Goodpasture would probably be better suited to let it run out. But they're going to go
it's like they're
in play. That's good. 3rd down and 15. I like that.
Yeah, I love that.
They got 4 wide outs. Angel steps up. He's got a pretty good arm. Under pressure. He's in trouble. Can he get out of there? No. Wrestled in the ground by Michael Hoskins as the clock runs out. And your 4th quarter score from Keaton Field, a legend, Donnie Keaton. at the campus of Nashville Christian in growing and gracious Bellevue, Tennessee, your vacation spot in the South. Nashville Christian 43, Goodpasture 6. We've got 12 minutes and a running clock left. I want to thank Jeff Falk, Jeff Fincher, and others. There are replay officials. It's out of town,
and they're doing it out of love.
And
they're not trying to correct us. They're doing it from
that's right,
a standpoint of love.
And they have confirmed that we were wrong on the call. It was from the 24. That last touchdown.
Jared Curtis run.
Jared Curtis run, so it was 24 yards.
In our defense, I think he probably ran for 54 yards. But
I know he crossed the 32-yard line.
That's right.
And these guys, people at home, y'all are listening, still with us in a blowout game. And that keeps us motivated to keep score here. 43-6. Goodpasture. We're going to have to punt. See if we get a few more young guys in there. Nice punt.
Punter has punted well tonight.
We have nobody back. It bounces at the 32. We'll roll inside the 25 and drop dead on the 23.
Cameron White, the Goodpasture punter, has really done a nice job.
Excellent. He's an excellent high school punter. So let's see who goes into the contest for Nashville Christian. I see Carson Upchurch headed in there. And we've got a few new guys here. Javon Tidwell, freshman in my Bible class, is in. Coach, who else?
I'm looking, Tate Mathis, the quarterback.
Tate Mathis, quarterback, freshman.
Hudson Smith in the backfield.
Hudson Smith behind him. Two freshmen there. These two guys are going to be good players. Got some other young guys in there. And to Hudson, stutter steps, cuts against the grain, gets a couple yards on his own. And Goodpasture then slinging Clay Klotz. Clay threw up his hands, pleading for the officials to see that. They looked at the scoreboard and said, nah.
It's a good tough run there by Hudson, picking up maybe 3 or 4 yards.
On his own. So our clock winds to 10:36. Pearson Smith wide out to the left side. Carson Upchurch out to the right. Tate Mathis. He will throw a slant pattern complete. The ball is caught to 30, 35, 40. Catching that ball is Bristol Adam. Past the 45. Finally knocked out of bounds in midfield. What a catch and run.
That'll fire him up.
Bristol Adam is motivated.
He was so excited. He threw that ball so hard back at the official, nearly knocked the breath out of him.
He is pumped up like at a Pentecostal funeral. He was fired up after that one.
All the teammates are fired up for him. That's
they were. Everybody
fun.
loved that.
Fun to see that.
Ball at the 50. 9:46 and counting. Tate Mathis, nice slanting pass. Gonna give to Smith on the right side. Gets outside, but can't turn the corner. Dives down to the 49.
He peeked in the hole there and decided he didn't want to do it and busted outside.
All right, I just got a very sarcastic text from Dustin Patton.
Oh, boy.
Who became a trader and left us to go to Goodpasture. He says, going into the fourth quarter, and the only basketball talk has been fourth grade girls. You know, Dustin, rather than ridicule you back over the air, I'm going to agree with you. Coach Pierce, tell us a little bit about basketball coming up, practice, and so on. You got a new gym coming.
We are really excited about the new gym. The floor has gone down. The goals are up. The scoreboard is up. The gym looks fantastic. I can't wait to tip it off in there and get a packed house and It's going to be a lot of fun this year.
And I'm proud for you personally that although I didn't get that gym, but you were able to. Boy, that's tough running there by
Really tough running.
Bryson Holt, carrying people with him. Past the 45 yard. That wasn't, yes, it was
That was
Bryson
Michael.
Holt. Michael Hoskins, excuse me. Sorry, Michael.
Really tough run there. Good
So
run
when
by
does
Mike.
practice start, Coach?
We don't start this year. It's a little bit later start. Practice actually starts November 4th, I believe, whatever that Monday is.
Right. And who do we open with?
We open with Metro Christian, not until November 20th. A little later start this year. I think Thanksgiving kind of pushed everything back a little bit.
All right. And we're hoping to mic you up during the game, so I hope you'll hold down on the mild profanity.
I'll do my best.
All at the
We'll see what
48-yard
happens.
line. Tate Mathis handles the. Oh, is that to Bristol again?
Bristol
49,
again.
48, 45, 43-yard line. Great pass by Mathis to the Bristol.
I've been impressed with Mathis so far as a freshman. He's thrown a couple of really nice looking passes.
Really has. They've been some good bullets.
Yeah.
So we'll be bringing you the home games of National Christian, our brand new gym, and it is looking fantastic. Still hard to believe we'll be able to open up in there. Still a lot of work left, but they have rolled.
They are really making a lot of progress.
Tate Mathis. Back in the gun, he's going to throw again. And out pattern over there to Pearson Smith. He's going to get the first down. And boy, no, they're going to bring his forward. A fumble, and Goodpasture has recovered. Goodpasture recovered the ball. No reaction from the Goodpasture parents. I think they're ready to get on out of here.
I'm not even sure. That looks like a picture. I'm not sure those are real people.
Yeah. Like during COVID, setting the
That's
poster
right.
boards in the stand.
Pumping some crowd noise.
I haven't seen them move.
I don't think they're moving. No one's moving. It's
There
a
was
picture.
zero reaction at the fumble recovery. I mean, nothing. So you may be looking at some poster board over there. And Kelson Harlan.
We have a lot of new guys into the game.
All right.
Kelson Harlan,
Coach,
into
get
the
him another
game.
one.
Mason Booker
Mason
running
Booker
into
is
the game.
in, another freshman.
That'd be a 5-yard penalty.
RJ Perkins still anchoring the linebacker core.
6 minutes left.
Jackson Wills in the game.
Coach, next week we are at Columbia Academy. Then in 2 weeks we're back here against.
It's a great question, Coach.
We're back here against.
We are back here against Fayetteville.
All right, here's the long pass down the left side. Is it intercepted? Incomplete. Going up for the interception, just about Colt McClary went up, and the ball was up for grabs.
Number 6, Jackson Husband.
And Jackson Husband was back there also. Is that right?
Yep, Jackson Husbands.
Was
Chance.
Colt in there too? Or
No,
was it
that's
just
Jackson. His jersey looks
I'm
like
sorry.
an 8, but it's a 6.
Our jersey numbers. I miss the old one, TV ones with they're about 4 feet tall.
Yeah, that's right.
I can see those. These are microscopic for my eyes as I creep toward the grave. 5:06 to go. Goodpasture running wide to the left and being slung down out of bounds over there near the first down marker.
RJ Perkins with what has to be maybe his 15th tackle.
RJ has been in on most every play. 43-6, so a nice home win for Nashville Christian. Goodpasture. Now, I guess they go to 0-6. Is that correct?
0-7.
0-7, and we will go to 5-1. So we've got a tough game coming up next week at Columbia Academy. Hope most of you can get back in town and drive down there to support the Eagles, and that will be a big crowd down there in Columbia, and we really need as many bodies in the stands, or we'll have to put up posters of humans like we did tonight. Quarterback, Angel, not much. He's played a valiant game, really.
He really is. He really has. He's a good quarterback.
He is. If he put him behind our line with our skilled guys, he's a different man. J.P. Thompson, another freshman.
He made that tackle there. It's a really good tackle.
Very good. Way to go, J.P. J.P. Thompson in on the stop Clock inside, 3:45. First down for Goodpasture. So a lot of guys getting some great action for Nashville Christian as we're going to cruise to a large win over the Cougars.
And R.J. Perkins has earned a well-deserved break.
I hope he's out of the game. Goodpasture stepping up to throw. Here's Angels, got running room 40. 35, 30, gets a block there on the corner, carries it down the sideline for a nice run. Hudson Smith, the freshman, finally pushes him out of bounds. When this next play gets underway, it'll be under 3 minutes. And Goodpasture has pushed the ball in against our reserve action to the 23-yard line. 1st and 10. Closer to the 22. Angel getting the call. And Goodpasture hasn't given up, just like our guys were saying all day long, that they're going to keep playing hard against us. Angel going to keep it off the left side. Got running in 20, 15, 10. He's going to take it right down to the flag. Did he get in? He got in.
He did.
Good run.
Good move. He's a good athlete.
22 yards.
Good runner. He throws it good. He's a good quarterback.
That's going to unfortunately stop the clock at 2:29, but we will get one more brief drive. 43-12. Let's see the Eagles. Let's see if they're expecting the 2-point conversion tip, but they're not. Goodpasture will line it up and sidewinding it with the left foot is Daniel
Zubaloga.
That is correct.
Angel with the hold.
And kicking toward the creek, but they're going to wave it off. Illegal procedure. Offsides on the navy and blue. Let that one go, boys. Let the ball go through and move on to the kickoff.
Absolutely.
All right.
They may go for 2 now. Work on something. Doesn't look like it, though. They're going to stick with 1.
Linda Wright says, yay, Mason Booker, my grandson. (43-12). Daniel's a good kicker. Ball down, kick up, and it is line driving. Did he make it?
It's a laser.
Got it. Line drive it through for the point after, 43-13. 2:29 left. We'll take a timeout here. All right, we're just about ready for the kickoff. Goodpasture has hung in there tough with a nice drive there at the end and a great run by Angel. 43-13, 2:29 to go. So both teams getting to play a lot of reserves here.
That's a really important time for these guys to get some experience. This is not garbage time. This is time that these guys are actually getting better and get a chance to get some game reps. It's
exactly.
Really
and Goodpasture's done a good job of hanging in there with a great effort and pushing the ball down for that last touchdown. And there's a nice onside kick, not quite there. And it's going to be down quickly by Blair Otero. So he has celebrated with a great. He wanted to make sure it was clear that he was downing the ball.
Yeah, he downed that thing.
He's keeping the ball. He's running off to the sidelines. He's going to keep that one with him. So he'll get the team to autograph that one. Off the 35-yard line. We've got a couple of wide outs to the right side. Goodpasture will bring a 4-man front. Tate Mathis back in the gun. Man in motion this way on the jet sweep. Instead, he'll keep it going to the right. That's against strength at the 35. Pushes forward past the 40. Clock inside 2 minutes. Pushes it to the 41.
Nice read by the freshman quarterback. He was watching that end, see if he was going to bite on that jet sweep, and I guess he bit a little bit, and Tate made a really good read.
1:37 to go, 43-13.
Second and 4.
Clock down to 1:20.
He's in the backfield.
Tate Mathis back to pass. Chased out of the pocket. He's in trouble. They're going to sling him down back at the 25-yard line. And a nice open field tackle. And I'm sorry we don't have number 44 on our roster. And I just ran this off from the Goodpasture athletic side, and I apologize we don't have him. That was a nice tackle pursuing Mathis and slings him down at the 24-yard line. Probably time for one play, and then we'll probably take a knee. 43-13. Goodpasture did do a good job of continuing to hang in there on a tough night, and a great drive here at the end. And their first half drive was spectacular as they really looked like they had come ready to play. And we take a knee, and that'll be it. Got a couple of players wrestling down there. So, Coach Pierce, good to work with you for the first time. Appreciate it.
I enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun, and fun to see the Eagles playing well and rolling. As we get ready for playoffs, it's fun to see them really start to peak.
Our producer, Andrew Atkins. Mr. Andrew, thank you for getting our sound and everything working together. That's exciting. So we'll be on the air 2 weeks from tonight. Next week we're at Columbia Academy. So for Andrew Atkins, producer, John Pierce, this is Mike McPherson. Also, thank you for Callie for the great job she did upstairs on the filming. This is Mike McPherson. Thank you for your time at this time. Until next time on the Eagle Broadcast Network.